Alright, today we're taking a look at one of my very favorite games. I've put up video of it before, but never a review. And this is 3 Dirty Dwarves for the Sega Saturn. Check out the full intro. I have that posted. I'll put up an annotation or something linking to it at the end. Now, this is one of those games that I saw the title and thought, man, I must own this game. And I was not disappointed. I'm absolutely in love with the soundtrack for this game. Especially this song plays on this level. I just think it's catchy as hell. And the gameplay in this is fucking stellar. And also, I could see this being a very good co-op game. I tried once, but my friend does not play very many video games, so he sucks at games in general, except for Gunstar Heroes. And yeah, but this kind of reminds me of The Lost Vikings, just because there's 3 characters, and you can have 2 players, and you use the shoulder buttons to switch between the 3 characters at will. I prefer the one with the shotgun, because the shotgun's way fucking better than the baseball bat or bowling pin. And you see in the upper left-hand corner those spooky-looking faces? Well, when you pick up one of those however many-sided dies, you get one of those little faces, which allows you to do a special move. And the 3 buttons, X, Y, and Z, across the top of the Saturn pad correspond to a different level of special move. So X does, a pretty powerful move that uses one of those little skull heads. Y does, a medium-powered one that uses up 2 of those skulls. And then Z does the most powerful special attack, and it incorporates all 3. There you go. Yeah. And it changes depending on which dirty dwarf you're playing as. Yeah. That's the one skull head special move. And it adds a little bit of variety to the gameplay, so it's not all just bashing and shotgun blasting. And another thing I really like is when one of your characters gets hit and dies, you can just walk right over to him, smack him in the head, and he'll get back up. So, as long as you keep reviving the other members of your group, you can continue kicking ass. When you get hit by one of the lesser enemies, it just takes away one of the little skull heads. So I'm definitely giving this game a super enthusiastic Mondo Cool rating. If you have a Sega Saturn, own this game. I think it's a must-own. This is one of my all-time favorite Sega Saturn games. I simply love it. This is the best 2D side-scrolly, not really a platformer, but this is just an amazing game. The humor in it's amazing. By all means, check out the intro animation. Yes, you can also pick up enemies and hurtle them at other enemies. And it's an excellent move. Each one of your dirty dwarves has a melee attack and a ranged attack. Generally speaking, the ranged attack is more powerful than the melee attack. It's kind of unusual. It's usually the other way in most games, but that's why I prefer to use the shotgun, because all of the ranged attacks, while they're more powerful, they take more time to pull off. Like, you have to wait for him to chuck that bowling ball, and it takes a couple seconds. It takes a second to recover from the shotgun blast. Whereas there's no recover time with the melee.
Where do we go now?
He got directions?
He does, huh? Get map.
Uh-oh.
This is the map that will guide us. To save the children, we must travel north. Here is our next target.
For real. Check the other video that has the full intro. It's about 10 minutes long, and it explains the plot, which is one of the most amazing video game plots ever. Some levels are just big boss fights, and I think the 3D rotating effect thing that's going on in this level is pretty fucking cool. And again, great music throughout the entire game. The art style, like the cartoon style of the characters and the cutscenes, is fucking amazing. I love this game. I have nothing but good things to say about this game. There's 3 difficulty settings: easy, default, normal, and hard. And the difference between the 3 difficulty settings is how many stages there are. So I believe if you pick hard, you get to play through all 15 stages. And I'm not sure about how many levels are in each difficulty setting. But I think it's 15 for hard, and then 12 for normal and 10 for easy, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But the humor and the art direction and the graphics in this game, I just think are fucking outstanding. I love the cartoon look of this game. And I believe the next level I show is... Oh, let's find out what the next level I show is. It's pretty, Yeah, this is what really made me love the game the first time I played it. One of the boss levels, you fight a gem. Golden gem, and they throw like that. You get pulled in there and your guy comes out all buff. It's fucking great. They throw dumbbells at you and jugs of protein powder. I actually have the soundtrack to this game on my iPod. There's not many games that I like a soundtrack that much. But the quirky humor in this game is something that's just something very JerryTerrifying about it. Hit me with a tub of protein powder for you jerks. Yes, this is definitely one of my favorite Sega Saturn games. If you have a Saturn, buy this game. Buy it now. Play it. Love it. Enjoy this game. So definitely super enthusiastic as hell. Mondo Cool rating for this one. Brilliant game. I believe it's a must-own for the Sega Saturn. You don't really hear people talk about it. They only talk about those super expensive Sega Saturn games that, cost $80, $90, $150. Which, Guardian Heroes, I believe it is, and Panzer Dragoon Saga are good games. But so is this. So is 3 Dirty Dwarves. Never really hear anyone talk about it. So if you've got a Saturn, take the plunge, buy this game. Play something awesome. Play something fully endorsed by JerryTerrifying. As always, I've got more videos, reviews, and stuff on the way, and if you haven't, check out the Mondo Coolcast at mondocool.net.